Race 3 out of the KBRC is the Goldfield Stockfeed Handicap over 1,300 metres for the Class 2 gallopers. The first horse who will preview Crashane is the 1, High Pressure, for Brett Drury and Brandon Louis.
Yeah, run against Great Demon was first class, Lockie, after being able to lead, and took the whole length of the straight for Great Demon to get over it. Over this distance today, and look, need to be on speed today. We've seen in the last race there, you don't give much to offer for the rest of the field after leading, and even if you can take a breather. So he's a big chance. He looks well, high pressure, the veins are popping out, and looks very fit.
The 2 is Talk About You for Helen Harding and Zephyr Johnson Porter, claiming 3.
Yeah, another one that looks that athletic-y type. Talk About You can show speed from gate 1 on occasions. He just doesn't win out of turn, does he, this I'm All the Talk 5-year-old?
The 3 is Northern Ivy, having his second start here in WA for Paul Tapper and Christy Bennett.
Yeah, and I thought he hit the line well after getting a long way back. That was first look at the track back on the 4th of October. Ran 6 behind Great Demon, but wasn't beaten that far. So you expect natural improvement. Looks very well. Northern Ivy, as he does his preliminary heading over to the gates.
The 4, Witch Street, is our favourite. She's trained by Ash Grace, and Lakdara Molly takes the ride this afternoon.
Yeah, she's only a small-sized mare, Witch Street, but she definitely has a motor, good turn of foot, and we've seen that on occasions this season. I think the small field should suit the Street Boss 4-year-old mare, and definitely another win in store for her. She won 3 starts ago, but she's so consistent, Witch Street. The only concern is she will get back, and you just need luck on a track like this today, I thought.
5, Beautiful Baroque, Dan and Ben Pierce train. Tash Faithful takes the ride.
Yeah, big run from the back of the field to place 3rd behind Great Demon. A few of these have come out of that Great Demon form line on Hannon's Handicap Day, and this is one that looks to the eye that has come on, and you'd expect natural improvement once again. Stays at the same trip. And again from the gate, just don't want to be too far back where it got to last start.
6, St Clements, Jeff Eels, Austin Gallardi.
Yeah, hasn't started since the 30th of July. Looked a little bit big in condition, so may need this run to strip fitter down the track. 6, St Clements. 7,
Well Played, blinkers come off for Dan and Ben Pierce. Luke Campbell rides.
He only had the 7 starts for a win and a second, so lightly race, safeguard 4-year-old mare. And probably the blinkers coming off just to get this well played to settle. And I thought another one should improve naturally off its last performance.
And the 8, Deliberation for Nev Newton and Vic Corver.
Yeah, can possess gate speed. The form has been up and down though, hard to have for mine.
How do you order the 4, Crashane?
Yeah, I thought if High Pressure got away out in front, he is the anticipated leader in this. I thought he'd be awfully hard to beat, the 1, High Pressure. 4, Witch Street, just can't get too far back. I know the small field will suit. And just needs a bit of speed top end for her to come into play. 5, Beautiful Baroque, the same theory as Witch Street. Will get back, and we're running home. And 3, Northern Ivy could bob up at odds in the novelties thrown in there. 1, 4, 5 and 3.
1, High Pressure on top for Crashane ahead of the Goldfield Stockfeed Handicap.
Okay, inside 2 minutes from start time here. Your favourite is Witch Street at 260. Ahead of High Pressure at $3.10. Beautiful Baroque $3.70. Then we're out to $13 about the stablemate in Well Played. Patriotism and Play That Funky Music taken out the first two events. One for Peter Fernie and one for Paddy Birmingham, who took out the Leinster Cup yesterday with Got Lucky, making it a Cups double, the Leonora and Leinster Cups. So attendance going to these horses now. Witch Street steady at 250, High Pressure 310. Beautiful Baroque, who hit the line in good style last start, is at $3.70. So runners starting to come forward here. Talk About You, the first one to load. Deliberation coming forward now with St. Clements, one of two greys engaged here, the other Beautiful Baroque. Northern Ivy joins the line. Now Beautiful Baroque coming forward. So we've just got High Pressure, Witch Street and Well Played to come forward, and we'll be set over at the 1300 for the third here. Here comes High Pressure, the top weight. High Pressure coming into line. Thanks, Stu, as Tab Radio join us. So just two to come forward here. In Witch Street, the favourite at $2.50, $3.10 on tote. And also Well Played, who's fourth in the market, around the $13 mark. So Well Played coming up. Blue lights will turn to red shortly. And a Witch Street to come forward, and Phillies Gate. So Witch Street to jump from barrier 6. We're set. Stand by, ready to go. Starter just holds them. There we go. Gates fly back. They're off racing. They left in a level line too. Now breaking it first was High Pressure, the top weight, going straight to the front. So High Pressure finds the lead. Talk About You prominent with Deliberation as well, and Well Played trying to cross and find a spot shortly after the start. They were followed by Northern Ivy together with Well Back, Beautiful Baroque, Witch Street and St. Clements, the aspirant scalloper, settles down at the tail. 6 lengths covers the field as they head to the 800 metres, and it's High Pressure held together out in front, doing it comfortably. Leads out by 2.5 on Well Played. Then we had Talk About You getting a pie run third the fence. Deliberation was next, followed by Northern Ivy, then Beautiful Baroque, the grey locked away worse than midfield the fence. Witch Street, the favourite, second last, and last of all it's St. Clements. So with 500 metres to run, it's High Pressure, who shows the way by 2.5, kicks it up a cog now. From Talk About You, asked to improve, then Well Played. Northern Ivy into the clear, starting to extend. Deliberation, Beautiful Baroque coming through strong the fence. Then we had Witch Street, who gets to the outside, and St. Clements, but it's High Pressure, off and gone with a furlong to run, doing it easy too. Look at High Pressure, looks to be in no danger whatsoever. A stack and rack job, shot away at the top of the straight, and High Pressure goes on and wins for Brandon Louis. Second in Beautiful Baroque, the favourite Witch Street ran third. Then we had Talk About You, Well Played, followed in by Northern Ivy, St. Clements, and Deliberation was last. Number 1, High Pressure. High Pressure in an absolute demolition job. Geez, he just looked to travel so sweet in the run. High Pressure. He settled on a piece of cotton in the lead and had no pressure applied. He sustained a reasonable pace out in front, but he just had too much under the hood as they straighten up for the run home, never to be caught. Number 1, High Pressure, is your winner for Brett Drury and Brandon Louis. Second in will be the 5, Beautiful Baroque, who has made up some ground over on the fence. Third in will be the 4, that's Witch Street, the favourite, who just had too much to do at the top of the straight. Number 2 gets 4th, that's Talk About You. 1:18.22, the winning gallop for High Pressure. 1:5.4 and 2 interim after the running of race number 3. High Pressure for Brett Drury and Brandon Louis by Headwater from Playground Princess, owned by Jay Drury, Paul Watson, Brian Pascoe, John Prosser and M. Byrne. Having a bit of fun with this horse. He's now won 2 of his past 4, including 3 minor placings. At the track he's had 5 goes, 2 wins, 2 seconds and 1 third. He's been a handy acquisition. He only had the 3 runs prior to coming to Kalgoorlie, and he's managed to finish in the top 3 at all 5 runs at the track. Won your winner. Second in was the 5. That's Beautiful Baroque for Dan and Ben Pearce. Tash Faithful in the saddle by Caravaggio from Callista, owned by the Geisel Park Stud Syndicate, also the Pearce Racing Syndicate. Mrs. L. O'Brien, Mrs. L. Gangemi, G. Montague, also Miss R. Pascoe, Easy Money Racing Syndicate, B. Wilson, and the Ruby Racing and Breeding Syndicate. Beautiful Baroque in second. Third was the 4. That's Witch Street for Ash Grace and Lactar Ramoli by Street Boss from Witchy Ways, owned by the Kalgoorlie Bowling Club Syndicate, managed by Roger Grace. And number 2 gets 4th. That's Talk About You for Helen Harding and Zephyr Johnston Porter. 1, 5, 4 and 2. Interim after the running of race 3. Race 4 is next. The Tab Touch Better Your Bet Handicap. It's also the first leg of today's main quaddie. And you have a favourite here in the form of the 4-year-old mare Rywood, who finished second on Hannon's Day behind Lieutenant Dunbar, stepping up to the 1,600 metres today. Okay, that's race 4. It comes up in 35 minutes' time. Meantime, interim numbers 1, 5, 4 and 2 after the running of race number 3.